Cowboy Jim. I hope you're having a good day. I have quite possibly two more videos left in me today, and then there's nothing left inside this old body. And so I'm just going to get at it and try to whittle the time down a little tiny bit. And one of the things that I remember from being a kid was learning how to talk to God. I didn't know that there was a formalized way of approaching God. I don't think it worked anyways, but I didn't know anything really. I just knew that I was alone, and as much as I liked and didn't like that, I always felt the need to kind of look to my side, other side, and I talked to God. I talked to God just the way I'm talking to you. Respectful, but that is how I was taught how to behave. I have seen occasions when I could have spent a bit more time, chose a few more words in a more reflective manner, having some degree of evidence that I'd studied the Webster's Dictionary. And plethorus, I never did get into that. I didn't quite understand why they needed something beyond the Webster's, but I guess nowadays they need something beyond the plethorus or whatever else to help you understand what language is being spoken, reflected on YouTube and such things as that. Finally figured out how not to get any videos on Facebook. I'll tell you that. Gee whiz. For a while there, I would hit some certain buttons on here, and the next thing, Facebook thing was up there, and it said, "You want to post your video?" And well, how, like, so on. Anyways, not doing that anymore, children. I think there's only one person, too, on kind of the group I was in on Facebook. They haven't withdrawn. I don't know how to do that. I would have done that myself. When I was a kid, I spoke to God from my heart directly, premised on the experiences of my day. They varied. I had quite a colorful childhood, and had a mutual friend, kinda. One family member says, if you think you have any friends, you probably don't. And I don't adhere to that. Greatest friend a man could ever have would be the lady that sits beside him and holds his hand. That's the greatest friend on earth. God's just a little bit higher up the chain of command. God can be your friend. He has been my friend all my life. And my dad used to say, and I didn't know he said that, but a mutual friend, and I'm pretty sure he didn't like me at all, said that my dad had said, whoever taught Jim Martin how to pray should have been taken out and shot. And I can understand that. I truly can. Because most people don't understand, whether they choose not to understand or know it, they don't understand that God is to be reverenced. Feared? No. There is a place where it says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of understanding, knowledge possible of understanding. It's a different type of fear. It's not the fear that your life is going to be ripped from you, your heart is going to be ripped from your body. Not that fear. I think the greatest fear that people have is when they talk to God is, what if I say something that lets him realize just how bad a shape I'm really in? Well, realize something, children. God already knows how bad a shape you're in. He still won't judge you. He will not judge you on your daily life because you're going to hell anyways. Well, is there a place worse than that? Well, probably not. You can avoid that. I've told you many times. Just accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. The scriptures, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray, turn from their wicked way, I will hear from heaven. I will heal their land. Indicating that God is not a God of judgment. He will judge sin, but only the one sin, that being of rejecting who Jesus said he was, who God said Jesus was. The rest is based on you. Do you fear God? Did you attend a church that taught you to fear everything? Everything. I mean, everything? Some do. Some religions over the years have chose to try to scare the hell out of the people that sit in attendance, whether to scare them into tithing or into buying someone out of something that doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. You can't buy another out of hell or that place in between that so many people were taught of called purgatory. It doesn't exist. It was a methodology whereby people in churches, in church, in religion, tried to make money. Well, making money is a wonderful thing. It's not wrong. It's not a four-letter word. Profit is not a four-letter word. There's nothing wrong with profit. There's nothing wrong with money. But there are things that people do in order to accrue money. They are wrong. And they are wrong. You can't get around it at all. I don't know so much. There are so many things I would that I had a greater comprehension of, a greater understanding, perhaps a better opportunity of gaining more experience. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I may have to live until I'm well into my late 90s, early hundreds, in order to get an overall overriding comprehension of who I am, who God is, what is going on here. But I'd rather be learning, even if I don't like what I'm learning, because I don't really like finding out just within myself corrupt I am. And you have to understand, we're all corrupt. We're all base critters. And I guess nowadays, if you're white, you're supposed to be ashamed of what your ancestors did before you or had done. Well, I'm not ashamed and I'm not proud. I'm neither. I'm somewhat, shall we say, ambivalent to it, because I am responsible only for my own actions, not those of my ancestors. Your ancestors in the South, in Africa, all over. Listen, you are living your life. Live it. Don't you worry about what people are saying about you. If I worried about what people were saying about my children, I'd probably have died just from a heart that was overladen with burden beyond my comprehension and burden beyond my ability to live through and under. Because you can't walk the way that I've walked and have very many people. Well, there are a lot. But not everyone's going to like you. And most people are going to hate you. And believe a lie about you. People only believe lies that are reflective of their intent. People don't believe lies about the best friends they have in the world, because they know the friends. They know that person, my friend would never do that. How can you say that? You know that's not true. That's kind of what I'm about in some ways. People, they lie about who and what God is. They lie about how terrible he is. Well, he's not terrible. Religion is terrible. Things that have been done under the name of God shouldn't have been. It should have been done under the name religion. You know that age-old thing, wonderful thing? Don't do as I do. Or do as I say. Screw that. That's just dumb. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I got over hearing what my dad really thought about how I prayed. But it wasn't he to whom I was praying. It wasn't. I wasn't praying to him. I was praying to God. I don't pray to you. I pray to God. You like me? You don't like me? Hey, get over it. It's your choice. My subscriptions, they float around. Well, right now they're floating just under 800. But they can be almost at 800, and I say the wrong thing on the video, and oh, geez, aren't they down 20, 30 points? I mean, what? You're going to hurt me? You're going to hurt me? Do you think it matters? It doesn't matter squat. Can I be hurt? Oh, children, you have no idea. Of course. Of course. But most generally, you're only hurt by those whom you love, you care for, you respect, you honor. Well, I hope you have the privilege and the honor one day of falling in love. Oh, and then you, well, you're blessed. Boy, you want to be sure who you love. because there's no greater hurt than that rejection. So, anyways, here, I don't feel rejected. I don't feel elevated. I don't feel, I'd like to say I don't feel much at all, but that's not true. I do, and I do care. And I am concerned about you. You take your time and you assimilate. You put together in your own mind's eye, same thing that I was suggesting to quite a few of you. Make a video of yourselves. Speak into that video from your heart. That's what I do. And I don't always see what I really would like to see. I don't see this tall, dark, handsome stranger, really young. I don't even think along those lines, because I know myself well enough to know that's not the way it is. Get to know yourself, children. I hope you're not upset at me calling you children. Shoot. I qualify. Not too many people as old as I am still able to sit up and take nourishment. God bless you, eh? God bless you. 2nd of January, 2022. Thank God, thank God, thank God. Because there will never be another year for me like 2021 was. Great hope, great expectation, children. I am pressing on. And in spite of my dad, I pray the way I feel like praying. I talk to my father the way he's taught me to talk. It's the way it is. It's the way I am. It's also the way you are. Find your place, child. Find your place. God bless.